Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we help you understand all the latest cues of the stock markets, the sectors and the stocks that are buzzing the most in trade today, and also what should be your investment strategy as we move forward towards the end of the week, but then hopefully looking at a brighter week next as well. But let's look at how the markets are trading at this point in time. Well, a sea of red continues to emerge. Continuing from yesterday, there have been some global worries, and because of which the Indian markets also opened with a gap down trade today. We did see a sharp fall on the US market indices, about 2%, 3% sort of a cut post the recession fears, and also the European Central Bank, which has again, raised the interest rates right there. Talk about the kind of levels you're seeing on the Nifty and the Sensex. It's a 42-point cut on the Nifty 50, 18,371. Sensex is trading at 115 points lower, 61,678. So we did see that 62,000 mark being breached yesterday. Now you're seeing further lower cuts, about 0.2% lower is what the benchmarks are trading at right now. Let's see the broader markets as well and see if the cuts are similar. In fact, more as far as the mid-cap 100 index is concerned. That index is down by over 1%. So that's where the decline is really coming in from. The mid-caps are taking a sharp beating today. When you talk about the small-cap index, that's, however, absolutely flat with a negative bias. So a huge difference between the mid-cap and the small-caps and how they are performing in trade today. The India VIX has slightly eased in today's trading session after that sharp up move of about 7% yesterday. There's a cut of 1.2% odd. 13.55 is the level at which the India VIX is really moving at this point in time. Among the sectors, it's a sea of red again, because you can see all the sectors of the Nifty trading lower in today's trade. The maximum cut being seen on the PSU bank space, continuous profit booking over there. Last two trading sessions. Apart from this, the IT, FMCG stocks and also the media stocks as well as pharma stocks are seeing some cuts right there. The realty stocks are down by 0.7% odd, 0.5% cut for the Nifty Bank overall, and the auto space is also down by 1% odd. So that's the kind of move that you're seeing on the several sectors of the economy. And when you also talk about the advanced decline ratio, clearly the market breadth is favoring the declines at this point. 34 declines as far as the Nifty 50 stocks are concerned versus the 16 advances. Which are the top losers today in trade? Well, it's M&M that's seen a cut of 2% odd. Dr. Reddy is down by 2%. ITC, Hero MotoCorp and SBI, all of them seeing some cuts of 1.5% odd today. What's still keeping the market quite buoyant? Well, it's Reliance Industries, ONGC, Tech Mahindra, HDFC Life that continues its move from yesterday, and Eicher Motors continues to move in the faster lane today. These are some of the gainers on the Nifty 50 index as well. But definitely what's really caused the decline in the markets, let me tell you that the European Central Bank has eased the pace of its interest hike, but has also stressed significant tightening going forward as well. The central bank has hiked the rates by 50 basis points, and the ECB President Christine Lagarde has also had to offer some dissenters as a pledge that the rates will be increased again, potentially as many as 3 times by the same amount as well. And that is what has really spooked the global street and the sentiments in the Indian markets as well. Time now to welcome our guest for the day. Swati Hotkar joins in. She's the AVP of Technical Research at Nirmal Bang Securities. Welcome, Swati, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Well, first up, your outlook on the markets. How are you looking at these macro factors really impacting from the last 2 odd trading sessions, the sharp declines that we have seen? Is there more downward momentum that you expect from here, more deeper sell-off that you expect from here, or are we going to see some stabilization around these levels?
Yes, good afternoon, Sakshi. Definitely from the last 2 trading sessions, we are witnessing a profit booking on the Bank Nifty front as well as on the Nifty front. If we look towards the Bank Nifty daily chart, as per the extension theory, the target was coming at around 44,200 level that has been tested, and from there onwards, we are witnessing a profit bookings because already we have seen a very spectacular rally into the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has outperformed the market. Now, from day before yesterday onwards, we are witnessing some selling pressure, and this correction or price correction is likely to be seen into the coming few trading session as well. As of now, the Nifty has a very good support at around 43,200 levels. If it's break that level on the closing basis on the technical front, then definitely this leg is likely to be extended towards 43,000 will be the first target, and below that level 42,500 levels can be seen. Support provided by its 50 DMA. From there onwards, we might witness some pullback rally from 42,500 levels back towards to 43,500 to 700 600 levels. So the view is little bit cautious because we have already seen a very good rally into the bank Nifty front. So the profit booking cannot be denied at the high level. Coming towards the Nifty was really stuck within the range of 18,600 to 18,800 level. That 200 point range was a very strong resistance range for the Nifty. Bank Nifty was performing really well, but the Nifty was not able to surpass that resistance level, which has given some sort of a cautious sign at the higher levels. But at the current level, Nifty on an intraday basis has respected 18,270 levels, and from there onwards, we are witnessing some sort of a pullback rally. But I believe if the Nifty manages to hold at 18,270 levels today on the closing basis, then we are likely to witness some sort of a pullback rally, which might take a Bank Nifty back towards 18,500 to 600 levels. If not, then again we are likely to witness some selling pressure, which might take a Nifty towards 18,000 psychological mark. So as of now, both the indices are at do or die levels. If it's respect the mentioned support levels, then definitely we are likely to witness some sort of a pullback rally. If not, then the correction is likely to be seen into the market. But my personal view is like the one we will witness some sort of a profit bookings at the higher level. So we are suggesting our clients to book the profits, at least the partial profit at the current market price, or they can hold on with keeping the trailing stop losses high.
Okay. Which are the sectors that are looking technically more positive at this point in time, which may sustain the momentum despite this kind of a disturbance that we constantly are getting from across the globe, and the data points that are coming about in, in respect of the rate hikes, how they are concerned as well. So the sectors that you are positive on.
See, I'm really positive on the little bit chemical side and on the bank Nifty front, because on the banking stocks was really doing very well from the last few weeks as such. PSU bank was really doing very well, but the profit booking as such cannot be denied. But one if looking for a longer term horizon, definitely one should bet into the banking side. If I am specifying the bank stocks, then I will like to mention some banking name, which is IndusInd Bank. This particular counter has not performed really very well from the last few years. And on the if you look towards the monthly chart, Sakshi, it has given a huge breakout of almost 6 years breakout, which was coming at around 1200 to 1180 levels. And I believe it has a very strong potential to reach up to 1400 to 1500 brackets. So one can take a long positions if they are looking for a banking stock. IndusInd Bank is really doing very well. Federal Bank is really doing very well. Bank of Baroda. So these are the stocks one should keep into their portfolio. And the chemical pack, Linde India is really doing very well as of now. This particular counter has given a very strong breakout on the weekly as well as on the monthly chart. We are continuously giving a buy call in this particular stock because from the last 6 months it was trading in the low top, low bottom formation. It has today, means few days back, it has given the breakout of the channel, and I believe it has a strong potential to reach up to 3500 to 3600. So one can just keep an eye on Linde India. Another pack as of now, I'm just looking towards the metal pack. So Sterlite technology really looks very good under technical front. In this kind of a market also, Sakshi, this particular counter is really doing very well, and it's on the verge of giving the cluster breakout of 186, 187 level. Currently, the stock is trading at the same level. I believe in this kind of a market also, if it manages to give a breakout of 187, 188 level on the closing basis, then we are likely to witness a very strong up move into this particular stock, which might take a Sterlite technology towards 195 will be the first target, and about at level 210. So these are the stocks. It's a stock specific market, as such I can say, because each and every stock from the sector is not really performing very well, but the few stocks are really doing very well, even though in this kind of a market. So one should be a very stock specific with, and should play each and every transaction with the strict stop losses.
Right. You took some of those banking names, and I was hoping that you would also talk about Yes Bank. You know, this share has been very, very volatile off late. What would you really suggest the investors do at this point in time? We have been hearing some, commentary from the top global brokerage houses reports as well, that they suggest Morgan Stanley, in fact, is underweight on this stock. In fact, we also heard Dinesh Khara talk about that how post March of 2023, SBI's stake in Yes Bank will also come down as well. So all of these comments really impacting Yes Bank as a share as a whole. Today also it's down by 3.8%. Any merit here in the stock that you see?
See, Sakshi, if we look towards a longer horizon on a larger pattern axis from 2019 onwards, we have seen a huge correction into this particular counter. Now, on the monthly chart, it has formed a rounding bottom, but as of now, it is trading nearby its 52-week high, which comes to at around 25 levels. If it surpasses that level, then definitely this rally is likely to be extended towards the 35 to 40 levels. But at the current level, we are not suggesting a fresh buy call in the excess band because I believe that we already have seen a very good amount of a rally and it's a specific rally has been there. There is no major trend change on the technical front. So we are just
Okay.
avoiding this particular counter. So if you're looking for a buy call, just wait. If you are getting any dips towards to 18 to 17 rupees, then one can take a long position, but not at the current.
Okay. Okay, another stock that has shown a very sharp decline today is GMM Pfaudler. There's a decline of over 16%, and this is after the company's equity has changed hands in a big block trade. It was earlier reported that the promoter Pfaudler Inc. was looking to sell 30% stake. We are yet to get that confirmation, but your thoughts on the kind of decline we've seen here and how should investors really position themselves now?
See, looking towards the news impact, we already have seen that the stock is almost by 14% on a downside. As of now, 1600 will act as a very crucial support level. If it gives the breakdown of that same level, then we are likely to witness 1500 levels on the downside. So one should avoid this particular counter from the technical front.
Okay, understood that. Swati, stay on with us. Joining in is now my colleague Tanya Aneja with a list of buzzing stocks in trade today. Let's take it across to Tanya to understand which are the stocks that are in focus right now.
Absolutely, Sakshi. So, first of all, oil explorer stocks are in demand today after the central government slashed the windfall tax on petrol, diesel, jet fuel, and crude oil following a decline in international rates. So, shares of Reliance Industries, Oil India, ONGC all up in the trade today. And the windfall tax on domestic crude oil targets crude producers such as Vedanta and ONGC, while Reliance Industries and Nayara Energy are private refiners who export diesel and ATF. Then we also have Max India. So shares of Max India jumped around 8% today after ace investor Porenju Veliat bought around 230,000 shares of this company in a block deal on the National Stock Exchange. Then also we have shares of Deepak Fertilizers. Deepak Fertilizer stock was up to the tune of 6% today. So basically, the company has announced a corporate restructuring plan under which it will demerge its mining, chemicals, and fertilizers businesses. And the board of Smart Chem Technologies, which is its wholly owned subsidiary, has approved this corporate restructuring plan. Shares of Engineers India also they were up to the tune of 5% today. So basically, the company has won an assignment from Mundra Solar Technology, that is a group of Adani Enterprises Limited, in one of the niche sectors of polysilicon production, which is the primary component for manufacturing photovoltaic panels. Patel Engineering is also in focus today. The shares were up yesterday as well, and they are up to the tune of 3% today as well. So basically, the company has announced that its board has approved a proposal for raising around 350 crore rupees through a rights issue, and details of this rights issue, including the numbers of shares, shares price, and the record date, will be revealed later. On
Okay.
the flip side, we have shares of GMM Pfaudler. So
Yeah,
basically, shares were down to the tune of 18% today. And there's a
that's right.
media report that suggested that the promoter, Pfaudler, was looking to sell a
Sure.
majority stake in this company for around 2,000 to 278 crore in a block. Back to you.
Right. Thanks a lot, Tanya, for all that update. Swati, your thoughts on the oil and gas space after the centre has cut the windfall profit tax for the domestically produced crude oil and has also reduced the levy for the aviation turbine fuel exports. Which kind of stocks do you think will benefit because of this?
Yeah, if we're looking toward this particular news and the stocks as of now, I believe that the ONGC is really doing very well in this particular counter. Reliance is just we have seen a correction in this counter, but as of now, it's taking a very strong support of the 50 DM and 100 DMS. So those who are looking for a longer term horizon, one should go for a Reliance industry at the current market price as well. And coming towards the ONGC, yes, this the rally is likely to be extended towards 160 levels. So those who are having any long positions, they can definitely hold on to the ONGC with a trading stop loss for 144 rupees.
All right. Well, Swati, with that, could you also share some of the stocks that are on your top radar? Anything that you would want to recommend to all our viewers?
Yes, as of now, since I'm very skeptical about the market and market is on the verge of do or die situation, so I'm giving both kind of a calls. One will be a buy call and another will be a sell call. First, I would like to recommend a sell call that is on the Hero Motocorp. This particular counter was from the last 6 to 7 trading session was consolidating within the very steep range of a 50 points, and today it has given the breakdown of the same. So I believe that we are likely to witness some sort of a profit booking into the Hero Motocorp. So one can go for a short at the current market price. Stop loss can be kept at 2765 for an immediate target of a 2670. Another interesting buy call I'm looking towards the Gujarat Gas Limited. This particular counter on the weekly chart, Sakshi, has given the breakout of a pennant pattern, and I believe in this kind of a market, the stock has given the breakout with a good decent volumes and the price momentum. So I believe it has a potential to reach up to 545 to 550 levels. So one can go for a long at the current market price with a stop loss of 515.
All right, thanks a lot, Swati, for that. So, two recommendations. One on the sell side, Hero Motocorp for a target of 2670, and Gujarat Gas is a buy call with a target price of 545. Thank you so much, Swati, for being with us on this show and discussing all these various segments and sectors and stocks about the markets as well. Let's quickly take a look at how the markets are trading at this point in time. We are definitely off the low point of the day, but there is a still decline that you can actually spot on the benchmarks. The Nifty and the Sensex still down in trade. Although if you can see, we've largely recovered all of those losses as we close down the show. It's just about flat to a negative bias. I mean, like 18,400 now on the Nifty, and very sharp recovery is what we have seen. And where is the recovery really coming in from? You can see that the metals are really picking up pace, 0.15%. That's one index that is actually now in the green. That is where the recovery is really coming in from. The PSU banks are still down in trade. The Nifty bank has also recovered slightly, I would say, and the IT stocks have also recovered to a large extent. So some of the buying coming in from various sectors right there, but you can definitely see the markets may inch towards the green quite soon as well. Keeping an eye out on that, but do stay tuned on to Business Today TV for a whole lot more coverage on the world of stock markets and business as well. And also you can stay engaged with us with all our social media handles also right there for you. So Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram is where you can also find us. Many thanks for tuning in on this edition.
Indian and Chinese armies facing off against each other on the LAC in Arunachal Pradesh. Several injuries reported on both sides, reviving the tension last seen after the Galwan clashes in June 2020. There was outrage across the country. Political mayhem in the parliament, with the opposition clashing with the treasury benches. And amid all this, despite Galwan and Tawang, it's been business as usual for trade between the two neighbours. Not only has the trade between two of